The rising crisis of mental health. Understanding the causes and what we can do about it. Introduction. Let me begin with a story. For years, a boy named Rahul struggled with anxiety, fatigue, and poor concentration. Medications helped only slightly. When he reduced ultra-processed foods and improved his diet and lifestyle to address insulin resistance, his energy, mood, and clarity gradually improved, giving him hope again. Mental health problems are rising everywhere in the world. Increasing numbers of people are experiencing depression, anxiety, stress, emotional instability, and difficulty concentrating. According to global health reports, mental health disorders are now among the leading causes of disability worldwide. In many ways, mental health problems have become a modern epidemic, almost a silent pandemic. What makes the situation even more concerning is that mental health issues are appearing earlier in life. Many children and young adults today experience emotional stress, poor concentration, sleep problems, and mood disturbances. Mental health affects almost every part of our lives: our happiness, our relationships, our ability to learn and work, our productivity, our decision-making. Without good mental health, it becomes difficult for a person to live a fulfilling life. It also becomes difficult for a society to progress. A nation cannot truly prosper if the mental well-being of its people is deteriorating. This raises an important question. Why are mental health problems increasing so rapidly? There are many factors involved. Social pressures, financial stress, environmental challenges, family conflicts, and the influence of social media all affect our mental well-being. But modern science is revealing something deeper. Mental health is not only about the mind, it is also about the biology of the brain and the metabolism of the body. The brain, a highly demanding organ. The brain is one of the most complex organs in the human body. Although it represents only about 2% of our body weight, it consumes nearly 20% of the body's total energy. Every thought, emotion, and memory depends on the brain's ability to produce energy efficiently. For the brain to function properly, several conditions must be maintained: stable energy supply, healthy mitochondria, balanced neurotransmitters, low inflammation, proper hormonal signaling. When these systems are disturbed, brain function can also be affected. This means that mental health is closely connected to physical and metabolic health. The modern lifestyle environment. Modern life has changed dramatically in the last few decades. Our daily habits today are very different from those of previous generations. Many aspects of modern lifestyle can affect both metabolic health and mental well-being. These include sedentary lifestyle and lack of physical activity, ultra-processed foods and refined carbohydrates, sugary drinks and snacks, excessive screen time, exposure to blue light at night, poor sleep patterns, chronic psychological stress, reduced exposure to nature. Some researchers call this nature deficiency syndrome, meaning we spend less time outdoors and more time in artificial environments. Although these factors appear different, they may share a common biological pathway inside the body. The central metabolic factor, insulin resistance. Many of these lifestyle factors contribute to a condition known as insulin resistance. To understand this, we must first understand how the body processes energy. After we eat, glucose from food enters the bloodstream. The pancreas releases insulin, a hormone that helps move glucose into the cells where it can be used for energy. Insulin works like a key that opens the door of the cell. However, modern diets often contain large amounts of refined carbohydrates and ultra-processed foods. Examples include packaged snacks and biscuits, sugary breakfast cereals, instant noodles, white bread and refined flour products, cakes and pastries, sweetened beverages and soft drinks. These foods are digested very quickly and can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. Every time blood sugar rises sharply, the pancreas releases large amounts of insulin. When this happens repeatedly for many years, the cells become less responsive to insulin. This condition is called insulin resistance. At this stage, the body produces even more insulin to overcome the resistance. Importantly, insulin resistance can develop many years before diabetes appears. A person may not have diabetes, but the metabolic environment of the body may already be changing. From insulin resistance to brain inflammation. Modern research suggests that insulin resistance can affect many organs, including the brain. Insulin also has important roles in the brain. It helps regulate energy use in brain cells, neurotransmitter balance, learning and memory, emotional regulation. When insulin signaling becomes impaired, the brain's energy metabolism may be disturbed. At the same time, insulin resistance is associated with chronic, low-grade inflammation. In the brain, this inflammation involves activation of immune cells called microglia. When these cells remain activated for long periods, they release inflammatory substances. This process is known as neuroinflammation. Neuroinflammation can disturb many important brain functions: neurotransmitter balance, communication between neurons, energy production in brain cells, stress response systems. As a result, people may experience problems such as depression, anxiety, poor concentration, emotional instability, cognitive decline. This does not mean insulin resistance is the only cause of mental health problems, but it may be an important contributing factor. The role of gut health. Another important factor in mental health is gut health. The digestive system contains trillions of microorganisms that form the gut microbiome. The gut is sometimes called the second brain. Many chemicals that influence mood and mental well-being are influenced by the gut. For example, a large proportion of serotonin, a neurotransmitter related to mood regulation, is produced in the gut. Diet, lifestyle, stress, and sleep can all influence gut health. A healthy gut environment may help support neurotransmitter balance, immune regulation, reduced inflammation, better brain function. This is why nutrition plays an important role in mental well-being. What do psychiatric medications do? Psychiatric medications can play an important role in helping many people with mental health conditions. Most commonly used medications work by influencing neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. By adjusting these chemical signals, medications can help reduce symptoms such as depression, anxiety, irritability, sleep disturbances. For many individuals, these medications can improve quality of life and help people function better in daily activities. However, medications alone may not address all the underlying factors contributing to mental health problems. Mental health is influenced by many biological and lifestyle factors, including metabolism, inflammation, sleep, nutrition, and stress. Therefore, alongside medical treatment, it may also be important to address metabolic and lifestyle factors. The ketogenic diet and brain metabolism. One approach being studied by researchers is the ketogenic diet. A ketogenic diet reduces carbohydrate intake and allows the body to produce molecules called ketones from fat. Ketones can serve as an alternative fuel for the brain. This metabolic shift may help reduce glucose spikes, lower insulin levels, improve insulin sensitivity, support mitochondrial function, reduce inflammation. Ketogenic diets have been used medically for nearly a century in treating drug-resistant epilepsy. More recently, scientists have begun studying ketogenic metabolic therapy for various neurological and psychiatric conditions. Research in this area is still evolving, but it highlights the importance of brain energy metabolism in mental health. The responsibility of parents and society. One group deserves special attention in this discussion: parents. The mental health of the next generation begins at home. Children are developing physically and emotionally. Their habits are strongly influenced by the environment created by parents and caregivers. Today, many children are exposed to ultra-processed foods, sugary drinks instead of plain water, excessive screen time, reduced physical activity, irregular sleep patterns. These habits may affect not only physical health, but also brain development and emotional well-being. Children also need something even more important than food. They need love, attention, and emotional security. Healthy children grow into healthy adults, and healthy adults build healthy societies. Protecting the mental health of children is therefore essential for the future of society. Are we doomed, or is there hope? Faced with rising mental health problems, many people ask an important question: are we helpless? The answer is no. There is hope. But the solution cannot come from doctors alone. Psychiatrists play an essential role in treating mental illness. However, the scale of the mental health crisis is so large that medical treatment alone cannot solve the problem. Mental health is influenced by many aspects of daily life: diet and metabolic health, physical activity, sleep quality, stress management, gut health, social relationships, connection with nature. Each of us has a role to play in protecting our own mental health. The final message: mental health is not only about the mind. It is also about the metabolism of the brain and the health of the body. Many modern lifestyle factors may contribute to a common biological pathway. Modern lifestyle, insulin resistance, brain inflammation, mental health problems. Addressing insulin resistance may therefore become an important part of protecting long-term mental well-being. Medication may help many people manage symptoms, but alongside medical care, we must also address the deeper lifestyle factors that influence brain health. Mental health should not be left only to medical professionals. It is a responsibility shared by individuals, families, schools, communities, and society as a whole. When we become aware of these connections, we gain something extremely powerful: the opportunity to prevent suffering and improve well-being for future generations. And perhaps the most important lesson is this: prevention is the most effective cure. Founders: Holistic Wellness Foundation, Impal, Healing Beyond Boundaries.